y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I did a full face makeup look using all affordable drugstore products that you saw me purchase from Target in my last vlog, with the exclusion of a couple of things, but they're still affordable. Nothing is over $10. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. One of the favorite things I want to mention again is this foundation. I love this foundation and I love this concealer. Out of everything, these two are definitely like a go. Here's the makeup look, you guys, just to give you a little slow-mo, okay? And some of the products I did not, like, it's all right, you know, it did what it was supposed to do for the moment. But those two things are like, yeah. I did not record my hair on camera because I was running out of phone storage time. But yeah, I absolutely love this makeup look. Also, this highlighter by Makeup Revolution that you see me use, I definitely love it for everyday makeup purposes because it's very subtle, okay? It's not dramatic. I'm so excited about my new setup. We invested in ourselves, and the backdrop is still kind of wrinkly because I didn't iron the whole thing. I did this top part, didn't finish this bottom part because it's taking me a lot of work because I have to do it in sections. I have umbrella lights, I have a new camera stand and a ring light, so I just hope that I can produce better quality videos for you guys, bring you bomb ass content. You know, I'm getting back to recording on a regular like I did when I first started YouTube. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this makeup tutorial. And if you like the robe that I'm wearing, which is very cute, it's one of my faves. It's from Amazon. I'll put the link down in the description bar. If you're new to my channel, hey girl, check me out. Look at some of my cooking videos. I get down in the kitchen, okay? And drop a comment in the comment section. If you have any questions. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you that I was right there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Okay, you guys, so I'm very excited to be recording with my new backdrop and our new lighting system. So I just have on a robe here because I'm gonna change it to a different top once the makeup tutorial is over, or I might keep it on depending on what colors I use. Let's just jump right into the makeup video. So all of the products that I'm using are gonna be like my first raw impression. I believe only like 2 or 3 things I've used before. I already washed my face when I took a shower, and I used my simple detox gel wash. Now I'm just gonna go in with my Humphreys Witch Hazel, which is an alcohol-free toner. And my lips have been peeling, you guys, so that's why you see like a little discoloration right there because it peeled. Yeah, so that's why it's red in that spot. So I'm just putting that on an alcohol pad, and I'm gonna wipe all over my face just to get any little pieces of dirt or dead skin that got left behind that did not get washed off good. I'm also gonna go over my brows because I got, like, as you can see, it took that brow makeup off that I had on there because that stuff really be on there. So you guys know I'm preggers and I be running out of breath, so I have my drink here to drink on while we filming. What juice, you guys? First thing I'm going to do is apply my moisturizer. And this is the CeraVe Daily Moisture Lotion. It's for normal to dry skin. Everything that I'm using, you guys, is from the drugstore. You can purchase at your local Walmart or Target. Nothing is from Sephora or Ulta. They might sell some of this stuff in Ulta because you guys know Ulta sells lower end brands, but I got them from Target. I feel like even though we say drugstore brands, like meaning CVS or Walgreens, I feel like those stores tend to cost more expensive unless you have like a coupon or whatever. I'm just rubbing this in very good, making sure even layers on. Anytime you guys do makeup, for ladies who are still learning or having trouble with application, you want to make sure your face is clean. You want to make sure you are moisturized. That's going to make your canvas look more smooth, your canvas being your face. So first thing I always do in my makeup routine are my eyebrows. Like, that's always going to be the first thing I do. So today I'm using the Secret of Pharaoh micro brow pencil. It's by Ebin, and this is in the color Natural Black. I purchased this from like a Ross or a Marshalls. It was like $4.99, you guys. So check out your local Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx. They be having makeup items for like mad cheap. So even though this didn't come from the drugstore, this is an affordable product, okay? My eyebrow routine has not changed. I like eyebrow pencils that's retractable. Those are my favorite things to use. I used to use brow powder, but I might switch it up one day, but this works for me. So first thing I always do, I'll comb my eyebrow hairs upwards, just so I can see that shape. You guys, when you use up with these retractable pencils, you do not need to use a lot of product. Like, you don't even use it this high. Use like the very tip of the product like this. Okay, can y'all see that? So comb those brow hairs up. First thing I do is line the bottom of my brow. And I literally use light strokes. So when you put your fingers towards the tip of the brow pencil, you're gonna be applying more pressure. Come towards the middle or like even towards the end, it's gonna give you a lighter stroke, okay? So I just stroke very lightly along my natural hairline. Or stroke very lightly and create the shape that you want. Like so, okay? Now, I like to do the other side before I even complete this brow. I like to fill in both sides at the bottom and create my shape and my arch and stuff. So if you're having trouble with making your eyebrows even, I do this thing where I like frown to make sure they even out straight. Or you can do like, you see some artists, they will literally drag this and like drag it to here, but I don't like doing that. If you need to though, that is a good tip, and you can get like a makeup wipe or use some of your makeup remover and just remove it once you've done evening out, making sure your brows are even. So I go to the other side and do the exact same thing. And you guys, it is like 11 o'clock right now in my house and everybody sleeps, so that's why my tone is kind of low. I wanted to film this earlier, but it was a lot of commotion going on and I didn't want all that noise in the background. And y'all know how Amir is. Amir will come in here, mommy, 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 look at this, mommy, haha, you know. Remember I told you guys I do this frown thing. Remember, they are sisters, not identical twins. What I do is, once I do that, I take the spoolie end of the brow pencil and I do these strokes going up. Just to comb that out, so to diffuse that line, I guess you can say. Let's get in closer so you guys can see. You guys see how I have hairs, but I got patches? I want to fill in those patches, and once I fill it in, I'm going to diffuse the product throughout the brow. My brow is really good in this area. You guys see I got a lot of hair, but right here, and then like right in here, I'm missing. And I'm gonna fill in that tail, okay? So I'm gonna follow my natural arch right here. And just fill that in with some light hair strokes. I'm gonna go around and bring that down to the tail of my brow. Fill that in with light hair strokes, okay? Then I'm gonna go in here where there's some missing. Notice I did not fill in the tip of my brow, okay? And I made this side too high, but we're gonna clean it up with concealer. Like, I can look and tell that's a little too high for my liking. Now what I'm gonna do is take that spoolie and I'm gonna pull and fade out the brow and watch what happens. You guys see that? There's my brow. I can fade out the tip a little bit more. Okay, hope that little mini brow tutorial helped you guys. Let's do the other brow. All right, you guys, brows are filled in. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is just clean up my brows a little bit. And the concealer that I'm going to be using in my video today is by e.l.f. If you guys never used e.l.f. products, they are the bomb. And this is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the color Tan Sand. And like I told you guys, I have not opened none of these products. I love opening new makeup. Like, is that exciting for anybody else? So let's swatch the color first. First of all, this dough wand is huge. Like, oh, I wish I had my other makeup right here, you guys, but I don't, to compare it to my Too Faced concealer I used. This has a matte finish. They had a matte one and a satin one. I went with the matte one. And let's see the color. Thank God, I think I picked out a great color. It looks kind of thin. It's definitely not as thick and as opaque as my Too Faced, but let's try her out. I'm gonna take a flat brush here. The only thing that, you guys, I did not go to the store and buy were brushes and brush products and stuff like that. So all the brushes that you see me using, as far as brushes like this, I previously had. So this is just a flat brush. It's for your brows. You see it has a spoolie and a comb at the end. And I don't use this. It's so raggedy, but I do use this end because it's very flat and thin. And I'm gonna go in the product that I already got on the back of my hand because we don't need a lot. So the same way I created that line, a clean line, we're gonna do that same thing. Just follow the line, you guys. So what I do is I do not start at the very tip of my brow, okay? I'm gonna start about, what is this, a third of the way? I'm gonna start about a third of the way and just create a clean line. And this is also gonna act as a base for whatever eyeshadow I place right there. I'm gonna take that excess product off because I don't want a lot of it. I'm gonna blend this down. And it is blending good. Can you guys see that? Very good. Now, you see I didn't blend out the front yet because I'm gonna drag the front this way to blend out the tip because I don't like that harshness right there. But if you want that look, go for it. So I'm just gonna blend it out softly right there. That way it's not too harsh because you see I wanted more product here, but not a lot of product here, okay? There's a method to my madness. There's a meaning to my madness. What's the saying? Put it in the comment box. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So first things, let's talk about this concealer. I absolutely love how this blended out. And as you can see, the product is already drying on the back of my hand. So I'm going to need to put some more there. Brows are good. Now for the top, I do not use concealer. I use my foundation, but we're going to worry about that later when we get ready to apply foundation. Right now, let's do eyes. I purchased this palette from Marshall's. So the reason I'm using this today is because, like I said, this video is for affordable makeup. This did not come from the drugstore, but if you guys have never looked for makeup in TJ Maxx, Marshall's, or Ross, then you're missing out. They have MAC. Yep, the MAC Cosmetics, MAC MAC, Anastasia Beverly Hills, some of the higher end brands that you could buy from Sephora. But anyways, this brand is by Kara Beauty, which I've never heard of. This palette was $10 and it comes in like this sleek cover. It was sealed when I buy it. That's another thing. I'm real big on purchasing makeup that's sealed, okay? So it had like a seal on it, which I already broke. And y'all, look at these colors, okay? Like, look at these colors closer. Like, look at these colors, you guys. I was so excited and I had to get it. Its packaging is very cute. It's called Free Spirit Wild Heart. It comes with 36 colors, okay? So I really do not know what I'm going to do today. I don't know what kind of eye look I'm finna go in and dig in. I did swatch some of the glitters because who wouldn't buy when you see this? I want to stick my finger in this blue right here. Y'all, whoa, holy shit. The swatch isn't pigmented, but it did come on my finger pigmented. So if I pack that on, that's going to be very, very pigmented. Let's try this one. I like this one. Right next to the brown. That brown and that blue actually look very pretty together. Okay, so the swatches aren't all that whoa, you know. Let me swatch this glitter right here for you guys because this one caught my eye when I first bought it. And look at that. Let's put it on top of the blue just so you guys can see what it looks like on top of a color. It is so pretty. And it's like staying there. I might not even need to use no type of adhesive for it, but y'all, look at that. That is bomb as fuck. I'm feeling it. Next, we're gonna use the e.l.f. Camo Sponge. And this product goes with this product. So this is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer and Matte Finish. This is the Camo Concealer Sponge, best with our Camo Concealer. So let's see. So this is just like the Beauty Blender. If you do not know what a Beauty Blender is, it is a makeup sponge. It runs about 20 bucks at Sephora. and it's for like blending your makeup flawlessly. I prefer the Real Techniques one because it's way more affordable. When you wet it, it's going to swell up like so and get bigger, like 2 to 3 times its size, and you squeeze out the excess water, okay? And I'm just going to put like a little dot on there, and let's see how this works as a base, because that's what I use as my eyeshadow base with my Too Faced concealer. I'm just going to close my eye and dab across and put this, spread this concealer all over my eye, like so. And this sponge did blend this out very good and evenly, as you guys can tell in camera. Like, wow. So far, blending it out wise, it's not patchy. This sponge, it's not even absorbing tons of product, because the sponge is going to absorb product, you know. But it's blending very good. It's flawless. There's no streaks, because some makeup sponges, if you purchase them, they can leave streaks, and like you can see the mark. Like, let's say I press down, you can see the mark from where you press down it. So I like this. Let's start digging into this palette now, you guys. So I don't know what look I'm finna do. Let's see. Let's go based off of this beautiful robe I'm wearing today. And if you guys like this robe, you can purchase this on Amazon. I will link it in the description bar for you. I wore this to like a lingerie party with some girlfriends. So the first color I'm going to use is called Safari, which is right here. This fluffy brush is by Sonia Kashuk. Y'all, when I tell you, I've had this Sonia Kashuk brush for years. Like, I'm 30. I've almost had this brush for probably 10 years. You do not know about Sonia Kashuk. You can buy this brand at Target. They're not cheap, but they're not expensive. It's like a little median, you know, just like the difference of Target and Walmart. And I always just swirl the tip of my brush. You do not have to dig, okay? We do not need to get product all over the brush. We just need it at the tip, because that's the only part of the brush that we're going to be using. And I'm describing all of this for my ladies that need a little bit more help in the makeup world, in the makeup department. And I tend to tap off any excess product. You can see how it dusted away, because sometimes it'll leave like a lot of fallout. I don't have a huge crease. I have a hooded lid. So most people go in with their crease. Your crease is that dent right here, okay? So if you have a crease that's like up here somewhere, you have bigger eyelids, put it in your crease. But I have to create the illusion of a crease, so that's what I'm about to do. So I'm gonna go up here towards the center. Okay, this eyeshadow is pigmented. And I'm gonna work in like these windshield wiper motions, but also I'm going to go in circular motions. I'm going in windshield wiper motions to move the product into that area in the center, from the tip of my eye to the other end of my eye. Then I'm gonna do windshield wiper motions as well, going from the end of my eye all the way across to kind of blend it and diffuse it out, because you don't want it to be a harsh line, okay? So I'm going to do this windshield wiper motion like this. And I'm even going to take my brush and kind of blend it upwards into the brow, like so. Because we don't want no harsh lines. You want everything blended nice and good, okay? If you guys didn't know, I used to do makeup on ladies before I did nails. That was my source of income. Now I'm finna do the same thing to the other eye. It definitely didn't seem pigmented when I was doing those swatches, but for $10 and for how many colors I said? 36 colors. This product is doing very well. I know I'm going to touch that yellow, and I'm definitely going to touch that gold, but we're going to wait for those colors. Let's go in with like this maroonish purple over here. I'm going to use that same brush. So we're going to go in with this color here, Fully Alive. And y'all don't be looking in the mirror looking at everything else, okay? Look at me. First of all, what we did first was take the product and went from the outer corner to the inner. Now we're going to take the product and just focus on the outer corner and the center. And now I'm just going to focus on blending it into the first color I placed down and blending those two colors together, but keeping it on the outer side. So this is my MAC 217 brush, one of the very first blending brushes I ever bought. So can you guys see the difference in these two brushes? The white one is wider and the black one is more narrow, okay? You can see the black one is the same all the way around as far as being more circular. This one is flat, but it's more compact as far as a flat end. You could tell that the brush has been pinched, almost like a nail brush. I want to blend this out more. So I'm just going to still focus in this area. So let's do the same thing to the other eye. And as I'm working along, if I miss some color, some goes away and it's not how I want to, I'll go back and put it there, okay? I always start at the lower corner, work my way up to the center, and then start blending in those circular motions I was telling you guys. So now let's go into my yellow, and it's called My Hearts, okay? And it's not very neon. It's like between like a mustard, almost like the color of my ROBE. It's like a mustardy gold yellow. Okay, so anytime I want to pack on eyeshadow, you guys, I use a flat brush. And this brush looks stained, looks dirty, but I promise you it's clean. But makeup can stain your brushes because of the ingredients in the makeup. So this brush is by Coastal Scents. And as you guys can see, it's very flat and very short, and this brush is very good for packing on eyeshadow. I'm going to, last time I did those circular motions, this time I'm going to pat down and rub more so because I want it on there like this. And I'm going to close my eye and I'm going to pack this color here. Now, one thing I can say already by using this color, I wish I did have a white eyeshadow base, because this will make this color way more vibrant. But it's cool. We're gonna use it like this. And as you guys can see, the different motions I'm doing, I'm not blending, I'm not going in circles like I did before. We're not doing windshield wipers. I am patting, okay? Now what I'm going to do is take my brush here. So what I'm going to do is wipe my brush off with a napkin that's a little bit wet. As you can see, when I'm wiping it off, some of that other color that I used, the maroonish color on the outer corner, is coming off. I want to get some of that off because I'm finna blend out this orange a little more. So first thing I want to do is go back in with the first color and just go in this inner corner and place it there because we want that to pop more. Same thing with this side. I'm gonna blend it out in a second, ladies. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with my blending brush, maroon color, place it on this outer corner again. Don't worry about blending yet. I'm gonna go on with this brush first. I'm gonna blend those colors out back again into the yellow. Don't go so far into your yellow that you disturb it and mess it up. And then as I'm doing it, I'm just going back, looking at both eyes, making sure they're nice and good and even. Let's use the brush that I applied my concealer with. I'm going to go in with this color here. It's right above the brown that I used, and it's called Into the Jungle. And I'm going to place this up here in this area. And I'll blend it out in a second. And this area is called your brow bone, by the way. I'm going to take my brush. Ooh, that eyeshadow is not blending how I want it to, y'all. I don't know if it's because it has a shimmer in it. But yeah, that definitely didn't do what I wanted it to. So next, I'm going to take this brush. It's by my friend's makeup line. So I'm going to first take the brown color. And how I do this is I look down and I look into the mirror and I do this face. You know, the face we do when we put on mascara. And this brush, you guys, is very pointy, almost like a pencil. That's why I'm using it, because it's going to focus in that area. And I'm going to take that maroon color and put that on the outer side. And then next, I'm going to go in with that gold color. And we're going to use that like in the tear duct area and kind of see how that works. OM freaking G. Let's go in with my LA Colors liquid eyeliner. This is old, but it is a drugstore product, so that's why I'm using it. So it has this felt tip, and it's very thin, like you can see. So I always start with my wing first. And I'm drawing like a long triangle. And I just fill that triangle in with the product, like drawing. Okay, so we have the triangle there. Now I'm gonna go back in, start in the inner corner, and drag across. And I always try to do it in one drag. I find it easier. Bam, wing liner. So this wing liner is very liquidy, you guys. So I gotta kind of keep my eye low, because if I like open my eye all the way, the liquid is gonna get up there, and we don't want that. So I'm just using my hand to fan. Next, I'm going to take this Jumbo Pencil by NYX, which I also already previously had, and I'm going to use this as my bottom liner. Let's exfoliate my lips. So I'm going to use this e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator in the color, in the scent Sweet Cherry. Oh, it comes in this little cute lipstick tube, and the bottom is pink. They had a mint one and a coconut one. I chose this one, the Sweet Cherry one. This is what it looks like, and I don't see no exfoliating factors in it, but this is like a pretty Barbie pink. Let's try it out. Let's see how it works. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, I feel like the little sugars in it now. Now I can see it. Like once I used it, I can see the roughness of it. Can you guys see that? Like you see how there's like, it's not smooth no more, like the outside. You see like the part where my lips just touched. So yeah, there's like little sugars in there. Some of the sugars is coming off. When I rub my lips together, they do feel soft, like as if I just put on chapstick. It does smell good. And I'm going to take one of my Equate cotton pads here. And some color did come off with that. So you guys can see that little pink on there. Now that lips are exfoliated, I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss. Ooh, it smells yummy. Ooh, it smells good. Let's see if it's gonna give me that tingle. It is very pale, way paler than what I expected. But this is just to plump my lips while I'm applying my makeup. Okay, I'm starting to feel the tingle. I look pale lips, but we ain't gonna look like that for long. Today I am using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and this is in Universal Sheer. This is supposed to be comparable to the Tatcha one, and I have the Tatcha one, and I absolutely love it. So I'm really, really curious to see if this is going to do its justice. It can be very comparable to the Tatcha one. First of all, you get a lot of product, you guys. So for $9, I definitely think you get a good amount of product. But wow, you get a lot of product in this. And let's test it out. See how it feels. It feels like the Tatcha one. The Tatcha one is this color. So it has like this silk feeling. And I have large pores, you guys. So I'm really hoping this product works. So I'm just like doing these tap motions, especially in the cheek area and around my nose. And anytime you're doing makeup, you guys, please, like I said with the moisturizer, always use a primer. Even if you're getting a primer from the Dollar Tree because you're just now learning, a primer is going to make a huge difference in your makeup game, okay? The primer is going to create that smooth canvas you want, especially if you have texture skin or if you have large pores. The primer is going to fill in those areas. Certain primers, all primers serve a different purpose. If you have oily skin, make sure you get one. I mean, if you have oily skin, make sure you get one that's oil-free, because some primers can have oil in them. But it does have that silk feeling like Tatcha's does. Tatcha makes me feel like I just put a layer of silk on my skin. I'm just going to apply this to the forehead area, go between those brows, because makeup has to go up here. And y'all got to know I love y'all, because I'm literally recording a full face makeup tutorial midnight on a Wednesday, and I'm finna go into the bathroom and wipe it off when I get done. That's love. That's YouTube dedication. And because I got this new backdrop and I was excited to use it. All right, I'm very nervous about this. Anytime I try a new foundation, I'm nervous. Why? Because it's a new foundation, and what if the color doesn't match, okay? So this is the L'Oreal True Match Super-Blendable Foundation. And I picked this one out also because when I Googled like good drugstore foundations, this was it. This one and a Maybelline one was in the top, and this has SPF in it, which is sunscreen, which is very good. So how I've picked out my shade, you guys, I know my color for sure in MAC Cosmetics, which is NC44, sometimes NC45 if I get a good tan. So I Googled MAC NC44 comparable foundations, and I found this brand, and they said the color W7. So if you guys do not know how to pick out your foundation color, go to the MAC counter, tell them you want to test out some foundations. You don't even got to buy the product, just so you can know your color, or go to Sephora, get the brand and Google that brand and ask for comparable brands and see if you can find a drugstore brand where they talk about your comparable color. Or you can even YouTube it, because there's so many girls doing YouTube tutorials that might have the same skin tone as you, okay? I am going to use my Real Technique sponge for this. I'm just going to take some foundation. Oh, okay. And I always work in sections, so I'm going to do my cheeks first. Well, let's say cheeks and nose area first. So let's take this Real Technique sponge, and I'm using the side that's pointy. And I'm just going to go into these tapping motions and blend this out. Oh, wow. And I did pick out a good color. And you guys, I'm not going to go too far up into my eye area, because I am going to put that concealer there. And that's how I do with my normal makeup routine when I use my good foundations and concealer, because I don't like piling on a lot of product. So far, I do like it. Let's see if it's buildable, because I do need like another layer just to cover really good. And we're not going to go too heavy and worry about covering like full coverage. I just want to see if this is buildable and it can be full coverage for my girls who need a little more coverage. Because I could have did one layer and be super satisfied and went about my day. My face does not feel heavy so far. This is blending very good. The color is on point. Like, wow, I'm very happy. I've been stuck on using my Il Makiage foundation. If you have not watched that makeup tutorial, I'll put that link down below too. I like this foundation. I'm not gonna lie. This might be a new foundation in my kit as far as like my personal makeup. I might have to do this as a keeper, because she is doing me justice. Depending on how I wear my hair is how much makeup I put on my forehead. When I go between my eyebrows, I'm gonna squeeze this so we don't mess the brows up, and make sure I just get product in there. And you do not take your time, ladies, when you're doing this, because you do not want to mess up your eyebrows. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, you guys, is take that flat brush that I used to clean my brows up earlier, and I'm just going to take some product from the cap, right? And stick my brush in there and grab some. And the same thing I did earlier, I'm going to use the back of my hand, okay? And pick up some product, and I'm going to clean the top of my brows with that. The same thing, I'm not going to start at the very tip. I'm going to start like a third of the way. Okay, wipe off that excess product, and I'm going to blend it up. And take your time doing this, ladies. Do not rush it, okay? Going with my beauty blender, and I'm gonna use the edge this time, and I'm just gonna tap lightly to help blend that out. And that is how I clean the top of my brow. The L'Oreal True Match is definitely a 10 out of 10. Like, you guys, look how flawless my skin looks now. Like, at the beginning of the video, you could have seen the unevenness. It definitely evened out my skin tone. I have a nice glow. It's not giving me that matte look. I do not like matte skin. I like my skin to look very glowy. I like it. I put 2 layers on. My face does not feel heavy or feel like I have something caked on. I cannot stand a caked on face. So I definitely recommend that foundation if they have your color. If I was doing my everyday makeup, I would have put foundation up to here and just blended it out. But since I'm trying to do a full face and do a full-on glam look for you guys, I'm going to highlight today. But everyday makeup, we ain't highlighting. So I'm just going to apply some in the inner corner and apply some out here towards the tail. That's all I do, okay? So I work in one section at a time. I don't know how this product is. Some products I like for it to get a little tacky at first. So let's see how this blends out. And remember, this sponge is particularly for this concealer. So you don't want to disturb the eye makeup that you had under there going on. And I'm just doing these tapping motions, you guys. I love how this is blending out, loves. OMG. I am very happy with this product. And I don't know if this will work the same with the Real Techniques Beauty Blender, but I do recommend getting the beauty blender that's made for this. But look how the concealer blended out, like, amazing. I'm very happy with that. Okay, let's highlight the other areas now. Typical areas you see people, everybody else do. So I'm using the LA Girl Pro Powder, High Definition Powder, and Banana Yellow, okay? Let's test this out. And it comes with this cute makeup sponge pad thingy. Okay. What?
What time it is?
Oh, no.
Bro, it's like, goddamn. It's like 12 o'clock.
I know, Brandon. But I really wanted to record this video.
Hey, bro.
Move before you mess my makeup
Yeah,
up.
look.
Are you drunk? Move.
Of course. But y'all see the
I mean, talk.
facial expressions?
No, you do not look like me. I look way better than you do.
I'm crazy for you got makeup on when I don't.
Move. I look better than you when I don't got makeup on. So I just put some into my cap. Move, ugly. This is why I waited till everybody went to sleep so I can do this.
I'm not asleep.
I know you got company because you cut your TV on.
No, I don't. I ain't even cut my TV on. That's the thing.
So I put some into the cap and I'm using the sponge. And I'm just going to press down like this.
See, that's too much now.
Oh, it's not.
That's too much.
I'm going to dust it off.
That's too much, see?
God, and your breath stinks. It's like beer. Move. Stop.
Just smell it.
I smell it without you even going that far.
You're crazy here. Damn.
Get out, Brandon. So next, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow. This is a contouring palette, and it's in the color Dolce de Leche. So I'm going to go in with the bronzing color first. And I'm just going to contour and bronze up my cheek area. And notice I still have the highlight powder there, whatever my brother didn't knock off. I'm just doing this patting motion and working it in there. And I'm also going to apply some in the temples of my forehead. And you guys, I know I look very white under my eyes and on my forehead, but we're going to dust that off. I'm just letting that sit there for color purposes. Put a little bit under my neck, okay? And this brush is by, I don't know, it's a random brush, y'all. And I'm going to dust away that powder that I use to set my eyes and under eye area. And to keep in mind, this is my first time using that powder. I've never used it before. Anywhere else I didn't set anything, like my cheek area, around my nose, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me, and this is just a face powder. This is matte and poreless, and this is in the color Toffee Caramel that I used earlier, because this brush is for powder purposes, and I'm just going to use that in this area to set the liquid. Because anywhere you put liquid, you want to set it. I'm also going to use it to blend in my contour on my forehead and my highlight, because I'm not liking how it's looking. Definitely like that e.l.f. concealer. I don't know how I feel about that contour powder. Okay, now I'm going to use Makeup Revolution's highlighter in Just My Type. And I'm using my fan brush, and I love how this looks. Like, it reminds me of how the beach leaves the sand all wavy. So I'm just going to go in with my fan brush like this, and I don't like how this product is coming off. So I switch brushes, you guys. I got my bigger one and my fluffier one. It's very subtle, as you can see, which I like for everyday purposes. So boom, I'm just gonna take some product on my finger and like run that down my nose. And I am going to contour my nose, so guys, a little bit using that same bronzer for earlier. And I'm using a brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just gonna go along the sides just to give my nose a little more definition, and I'm gonna blend it out with my finger. I'm just gonna take a clean finger where I ain't got no product on, and I'm gonna run it up and down. Not hard, but now I'm gonna move on to lips. I still have to put on my lashes, and I'm wiping that lip plumper off. Honestly, I did not see a difference with that lip plumper, so that would definitely not be a product that I would buy again. And I'm using my NYX lip pencil in the color Nude Truffle. And I'm moving a little faster now, you guys, because I'm running out of storage space on my phone. All right, you guys, and I knew for sure that I wanted a NYX lip pencil because I've always used their lip pencils. Go to, hands down. I'll buy before I buy MAC. This is the LA Girl lipstick in the color Snuggle. And I'm kind of nervous about this. I don't think it's going to give me the look I want. Ooh, I love how this goes on. This is a very natural color. But this is not the look we're going for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some concealer, y'all. And I am going to place that on top of this to lighten it. Y'all see the difference? That's better. And I'm going to go back in with my lip pencil and just fill out my lips a little more. So you guys, I'm about to put my lashes on off camera. I'll be right back. I'm back. So I did do my lashes and a quick hairstyle off camera. So the lashes I used by Ardell, and they're the Demi Wispies, but I did stack them. So I have on 2 pair of lashes. So I have 2 lashes on each eye. The last thing, you guys, is my NYX Dewy Finishing Spray, and I have used this product before. It's not new to me, and I like it. If you don't like your skin to be dewy and have that wet look and that dewy finish, then get the matte spray, okay? But if you guys would like to see something specific, drop a comment in the comment section. But you guys, this is the finished look. Out of everything, the foundation has to be one of my favorite products. I also like the highlighter, and I did like the concealer. What I did not like, I did not care for this LA Girl Pro Powder. I will put in the description bar the prices of everything, but I do like this foundation, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys. Drop me a comment if you're new here. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.